Hey!
Hi!
Hi, idiot! Welcome to Scripts Giggles with Shoshanna
And Marnie.
I can't believe you're keeping that in. But
No, do you know what? At some point in the pod, we're gonna do a compilation of all the characters I've invented, and we'll add that guy.
Oh my god! Every time I see what's with Anderson Paak with that bob, I just think of that guy. What's his name again?
I can't remember what his name was.
Cordell.
Cordell.
Oh, Cordell.
And Marnie, but I don't know who Marnie is yet. She'll come to me as the episode goes.
Okay. Well, I mean, this will be interesting because we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, and we also have to do an episode of compilations of where I ask you a question and I make you act it out.
Because basically role plays. And we have to.
All
there's
the
too
role
many.
plays. I'm like, what would you do if I came to your house?
There's just too many. And it's also like, we always commit to the bit.
Yeah.
But also they're very vivid situations. And like, we have very strong opinions of what we will do.
And it's important.
Yeah.
Because I need to know, we're friends, I need to know how you're going to react.
So what would you do if you gave birth and your man went to go get a tattoo? We'll find that out when we review Blue Therapy.
You guys didn't think we was going to not review this, did you?
Fam.
When they created this show specifically knowing that we have a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. And
I wanted to wind us up.
Honestly, because when you shared that with me, I was like, absolutely, I cannot believe this.
Yeah.
Blue Therapy came out during, like, I feel like the pandemic, right?
I feel like
it definitely was a pandemic show, but it got people talking. Some of it was about whether the show was real or not.
Yes.
Let's be frank.
And I still have that question.
Same.
This did not clear it up for me. I think the therapist is real.
Yeah, she is.
Because she's way better than the woman. The woman before was not even trying.
She was a beautiful actress. Beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gowns. Not even beautiful gowns, that woman.
Just beautiful. There. But this one, she's
just gowns.
Yeah, just gowns.
Gowns.
That's even a deeper insult. Like, beautiful gowns is like, okay.
She has good taste.
Yeah, read between the lines. But gowns,
she put clothes on. The bare minimum.
Literally.
Gowns.
She's there.
There's several gowns in the show.
Body. Yeah, just there. Yeah, there's several gowns.
There are several gowns in the
show. So yeah, when the show came out, the therapist was an actress on the original YouTube show.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, she's a real therapist because she didn't even have a social media. Like I think they created a social media for her for the show. And she was talking about all the stuff that they did behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So I didn't dislike her. At times I thought she talked a bit too much, but that was me personally. But I don't. But it's also like
I love the idea of you go to therapy and be like, "Can you be quiet?" Actually,
I mean, I've never done like formal therapy in that way, but I assume most of the time.
I once told a friend how I was feeling. I count that as therapy.
No, I've done a lot of informal therapy. I've never done formal therapy where I've sat against a therapist and got them to, therapize me. But does that make any sense?
Of course it did.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. As my therapist.
Yeah, as your therapist, you did a really good job.
Oh, I really appreciate that. But I assumed that a therapist would ask you how you feeling, and then you just talk to them for the next 30 minutes.
No.
And every now and then, okay.
There's different types of therapy.
Yeah.
So there is therapy where it's like stream of consciousness, where they basically don't say anything.
Yeah.
And you talk, and then they just allow you to basically figure out what's on your mind from talking.
Yeah.
But I don't think that is as common. Because most people that come to therapy don't want to talk. There's a difference between wanting counselling and wanting therapy. Counselling is where I've got a problem, I've got no one to talk to, I want to talk to you about it. Therapy is I punched my wife in the face yesterday and I feel bad about it, but and you need someone to explain to you, help you get to a place where you're I punched her because I hate myself. You need a bit of help. So there's all types of therapy. There's there's therapy where you electric shocks and there's lots and lots of different types of therapy. There's therapy that makes you talk about the relationships in your life specifically to unpack what it is that is bothering you. So it can be very varied. There's cognitive behavioral therapy, which is about helping you unlearn patterns of behavior and stuff. And that will involve you at first being here's a thing that I do. And then your therapist being okay, so what I've heard from this is that when this happens, you do this. So maybe what we can do is blah, blah, blah. They need to, you're going there to get some kind of tools to deal with what you're doing, what you're going through. So they do have to say something. If you just talked at them and then they said, well, bye, you'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
So should I keep eating the chalk or?
Why is your example so extreme? Punch my wife, eating chalk. Like, what is going on?
Oh, I hate my husband.
Okay,
so break up with him, innit? So why?
I think I'll be way too just cut it. Cut
and that's why you're now at a therapist.
No, I think I'll do the okay, so what made you think that way? Why do you think you are thinking?
Oh, because the other day when he was sleeping, I thought about smothering him with a pillow.
With what? With the pillow, okay.
So are you listening or are you not listening?
Wait, hold on. I'm going to again. So you said you wanted to smother him with a pillow?
Yeah, when he was sleeping.
Why a pillow?
Because he was sleeping and the pillow was next to him.
What made you have that feeling when he was sleeping?
Because he couldn't fight back.
Okay. So
I want to kill him when he can't fight back.
So when he's awake, why do you feel that you can't fight back?
When he's awake, I feel like he would be like, no, please don't kill me. And I just don't. I don't want to hear that.
I'm not. Yeah, okay.
You're laughing. It's not funny.
No, but that part threw me off. Sorry, let me go back.
You're not being thrown off.
The composure and the patience.
Yeah, you need to have a poker face. You can't be sitting here being shocked by the stuff I'm telling you. Because there's people that go to therapy deliberately to do that.
Yeah, I know, but yeah.
Thanks.
I know.
I know.
No, I think that I'll be cracking jokes when I'm like, oh, so I feel really uncomfortable here. Okay, let me go. Let's go. Sorry.
I'm uncomfortable.
No, let me go back into the scene.
Yeah.
Back in the scene. So you said that when he's awake, you feel like you won't be able to fight back because he'll be like, stop smothering me.
Yeah.
Why do you want to smother him?
Just everything about him irritates me.
What in particular?
His existence, the way he breathes, the things that he wants. Sometimes when I cook dinner, he'll go, ooh, yummy. I hate that.
Yeah. No, it's because it's you. It feels like a run. No, I'm sorry, I will still be cracking up. Okay, so let's take it back. When did you start having these feelings?
The minute the wedding finished and we were alone together, I remember he put his hand on my thigh and I vomited. Reacting very badly.
No, I'm sorry. I am being Marnie. Sorry, I'm not being Marnie.
No, you're not being Marnie.
I'm being Shoshanna. But let me leave Shoshanna.
You're Dr. Shosh.
I'm Dr. Shosh as the therapist. Okay, so let's take it back even further. So before he put his hand on your thigh, and before you guys got married, why did you get married?
Because he was tall.
I hate you. Okay, what about his height?
Not be judged.
No, sorry, that's not good.
How can you say you hate me?
No, because you gave me a look, and she knows. She's called me a heightist before.
No, that wasn't about you. That was about this character who doesn't have a name currently.
Okay, I'll go back to Dr. Shosh.
Yeah.
What was it about his height that made you feel like you wanted to marry him?
I felt like he was the most powerful man in the room.
Interesting. So you like his power?
He doesn't actually have it.
So, but you perceive that he has power. He
tricked me.
Okay.
He tricked me by being tall. He tricked me into thinking he was powerful. But as I understood that night after the wedding, because at the wedding he danced a lot and I didn't like that. Powerful men shouldn't be on the dance floor shaking their ass.
Okay.
I didn't like that.
Okay. So what about him shaking his ass?
Why did you put that in quotes? He did that.
No, but I was quoting your comment.
Okay, so don't do the quote.
Because I'm quoting.
No, because it's giving you don't believe me.
No, okay. What about him shaking his derriere that made you feel...
I never said derriere.
So
I don't like different languages. That's scary to me.
Okay. What was it about him shaking his ass that made you feel he was less powerful?
It was the fact that as it was shaking, I could see there was a lot of movement back there.
Okay. What attracted you, apart from him being tall, What else attracted you to him?
That was it.
It's just his height.
Yes.
And he's still tall.
He is, in fact, yes, he is still tall.
Yeah.
And the height and the power that I thought he had as a result.
So what is your interest in tall, powerful men?
I want to be a queen. I want to be made to feel like a queen.
Does he not make you feel like a queen?
No, because he's not a king.
How do you know he's not a king?
I've spent 14 years of my life with him. Why would you laugh at that?
No, it's not, but it's not, okay.
I'm telling you my deepest, darkest shames.
So, within the 14 years of your relationship, how many times have you felt like you wanted to smother him?
The smothering has become a recent thing. There was one time when we were in the kitchen, I thought, if I move quickly enough, I could probably slit his throat with the vegetable peeler.
What?
But our family were in the next room, so I didn't do it.
Okay. Looking back, what do you think the trigger was for you to have these feelings within the 14 years of relationship? Was there anything in particular, especially recently, that's now made you change your mind about?
He started shaking his ass again.
So if he stops shaking his ass, you can't even keep a straight face. I'm committing to the bit. If he stops shaking his ass, do you think that will change your feelings towards him?
It's too late now. I feel like the shaking the ass is what has completed the image of him in my head, which is like, after 14 years, you have not proven yourself to be the man I thought you were.
So what do you want to do now?
I want to kill him.
Apart from doing that, what other options would you explore?
Hiring someone to kill him.
If you couldn't find someone to do that.
If I could have.
Do you think do you think there's other ways for you to... Actually, let's take it back.
Mm-hmm. We keep taking it back.
Yeah, let's take it forward.
Ooh.
Because if you did complete the mission that you would like in terms of killing him, he won't be there. So in that way, are you imagining? Yeah, why would you be happy?
Because he's not here. It's
so
that simple.
So you don't want him to be...
I don't want him to be a part of my life anymore.
So do you think there's other ways for him to not be a part of your life without him being murdered?
Not right now, because I feel like he has shown me that he won't leave me alone.
Have you had the conversation with him?
One day, after several glasses of wine, I said to him, what if we engaged in an open relationship? And he cried and cried and cried and cried. And I really didn't like that.
What is the solution?
Kill him.
You're making this so long. Basically, okay.
Yeah, basically. I'm here to see if you will help.
I'm trying to go. Because you're looking for a reality where he is not there.
Yeah.
But there's other ways for him to not be there without you being there.
I love that you're, as a therapist, you're not even trying to mend this relationship. You're like, okay, how can we get rid of him in a safe way?
There's no way I'm going to be like, yeah, he can stay. And then one day in the news, man has been smothered.
You need to know, because what you need to figure out is how serious I am. Let's flip it. I want to be Dr. Shosh. I'm Dr. Mom.
Why can't we do the same scenario?
You could do whatever scenario.
Let me have a think. Does it have to be about a man?
No, it could be about whatever.
I don't know, because I don't think I could do it as extreme as you did.
Come in, Shoshanna. Take a seat.
Yeah. Okay.
How are you?
I'm okay. I don't know what my problem is.
A lot of people don't know what their problem is. That's okay. Why don't we start with what's brought you in today?
I am tired of everything.
When did that feeling start?
For years. Yeah.
When do you think you notice it most often?
When I have to do things I don't want to do.
Yes. So what I'm hearing is that because you're tired in general, when you're forced to do things that you don't want to do, you become more aware of the fact that you are actually trying very hard in other areas of your life because you're actually already exhausted.
Yeah.
Do you think that the exhaustion is a physical exhaustion? Do you think it's a mental exhaustion?
I think it's both. Probably it starts more emotional.
An emotional exhaustion, that's interesting.
I feel it physically.
What? Could you give me some examples of some things that make you emotionally exhausted?
When my husband comes home and he wants to chat, and then he starts talking about his day, and I just zone out.
And that's because, well, that sounds like perhaps you were already tired. So what were you experiencing before he came in?
The babies.
How many babies?
There's 2 babies.
The 2 babies.
And the dog.
And the dog. So are you saying raising 2 children and having a dog is mentally draining for you?
Yes, but I love them all.
Of course. Nobody's saying that.
Don't tell me that I have to get rid of the dog.
I'm not you. I'm not about to say get rid of the dog. My question is, tell me what brought you to... How did you get the dog? How did you get the 2 children?
I mean, you know how the children came.
You're funny.
Thank you. That's what people tell me.
What people? I want to know more about your life. What people are telling you about?
So many people, to the point where I've been told, just make everything a joke.
And do you feel like that is why you are struggling? Because instead of speaking to your husband about the fact that perhaps when he comes in, you'd rather he check in with you, you make a joke, and then you zone out?
Pretty much. And it's hard. I feel like I can't speak my mind. Because if I do, he may not like it.
He may not like it. And do you feel like that's always been the case between the 2 of you? You can't be honest with your husband who you've married? Why?
No, it's not funny.
You married him?
Yes, I married him because I love him. I love him because, he's always been a safe space for me to be able to talk.
But he clearly hasn't been, because you said you don't feel comfortable telling him certain things because...
Yeah, not about... I don't want him to worry, and he worries a lot. Like, he loves me so much.
Right.
But if I tell him that I am tired of the kids and the dog, I know that he's going to get really worried, and he will just try and, change everything. And do a big declaration, but is it anything actually going to change?
So I guess my question to you is, how do you want to be supported? Because I feel like what I'm hearing is your fear is that your husband will attempt to correct the situation and that the attempt won't actually meet your needs. So do you know what you require for your needs to be met?
At this moment in time, I don't. It's hard.
And that's fine. We can work that out together. Okay.
You're a really good therapist.
I know.
I'm so done.
I know. I'm trying to therapy for
I don't know what I was... Okay. Transparently, I don't know if we need extra help, but then I don't want people around my kids. I mean, some people can walk the dog, it's fine. But, I don't... I know I need an extra pair of hands. I don't want to burden my family. I don't want to burden his family. I don't want to burden him. He makes the money.
But why do you feel like your needs are a burden?
Because it always has been.
Let's talk about that. Now it gets to the good stuff.
As the eldest daughter.
Yeah. Tell me more about that.
I just always felt like there's not really much space for my needs.
And have you always felt like that?
Pretty much. I just think it's foreign for me to express my needs because, I don't know, maybe I don't want to feel weak, but also I don't know if people will be able to support me the way that I support them.
There is definitely a fear that all people have, I think, in expressing themselves and not being heard and not being seen. But we also have to think about the issue at hand is that you are tired.
Yeah.
And you haven't said this, but I guess my question to you is, how much longer can you continue in the state that you're in right now?
I mean, I've been doing it for the past 20 years.
No, but then you've come here today, I'm assuming, because there is a part of you that feels like it can't continue in this way.
No, it can't. But maybe when the babies are not babies anymore and they're like grown adults. So,
but you're already in trouble now.
Yeah.
So do you think you're going to make it to grown adults?
The therapist will never say that.
Okay, that's
no,
possible?
I think if I was in this situation, like transparently, I need these things to change this year. I need help, and I need it quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you an assignment.
Okay.
I am going to suggest. Obviously we have this thing that feels very big to you.
Yeah.
So we won't start with that. But what if just today, when your husband comes home, you say to him, would you mind giving me 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I've been rushed off my feet all day. Yeah. I'd really like to, 5 minutes? Let me change that. Half an hour.
Okay.
I've been rushed off my feet all day. I would love to be able to just take a bath and have some time to myself. So I've been thinking
the whole day.
No, I'm saying a bath is something that, can be relaxing, but it's also quiet time.
True. That's very true.
And let's just see what happens. It's low stakes because, as you said, you've been doing this, you're finna continue, which is crazy, but you want to do that.
Yeah.
So let's see what will happen if you suggest to your husband, may I have 30 minutes?
Okay.
Actually, let's even change the wording. I'm going to take 30 minutes.
Do you think that's a bit... No, I should tell him, Yeah. Tell him. I'm going. Yeah.
I feel like if we start using may I think it's validating the sense that you're not allowed to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And you absolutely are. So we're not saying may I, we're saying I'm going to take 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I will be with you afterwards. You'll have my full attention. Can't wait to hear about your day from work. I just need to soak my big honky feet. My ginormous feet in the tub.
Okay.
And given that you said he loved you so much, he should say, that's fine.
Baby. Okay, I'll try that tonight and see what happens.
Great.
Cool.
How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling good. I'm glad that I was able to express some of how I was feeling.
Yeah. I think that obviously it's going to take some time for us to get to the place where you're able to say to your partner, we need a bit more help at home.
Yeah.
But if we can try these small steps, you might find that he's more amenable than you think he is.
Okay, that's a good point. Thank you, Dr. Marnie.
That's going to be £200.
Are you mad?
And this might not something like that.
That was really therapeutic. No pun intended.
I put therapy voice on.
Yeah, I did hear the therapy voice. I think I think therapy is definitely a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. No, I think it's a great thing.
I'm a fan of therapy now.
No, I think it's a good thing because it allows you to express your thoughts, and
yeah. And I honestly do think, like, some of the advice I gave is genuine advice I would give to someone, and genuine advice that I've had given to myself, which is like, sometimes you get into a place where you think you know what the world is, and part of it is, I'm going to be in this position forever. And the therapist kind of helps you be like, baby, like, that's your version of reality right now.
Yeah.
But actually, we could turn on a dime. Yeah, and you can actually maybe affect that change.
Yeah, true.
And that's why I think therapy can be good. There's also therapists out there that might be overstep.
Yeah.
And give you too much advice or be too insistent that you do something. My therapist has never told me to do anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Apart from telling me to quit my job once.
Okay.
Which I should have listened to her, actually. I actually should have listened to her because I was like, I'm really unhappy at work. And this, that, love. And she's like, it sounds like you're not happy at work. I was like, I'm not. She's like, what would happen if you didn't work then? And I was like, well, I don't want to leave.
Yeah. Don't ask that question.
And she was like, but you've not said nothing nice about it. And I said, that is a very good point.
Yeah.
I need to work here.
Money.
And she said, okay. Can't wait to hear about this in 6 months when you're like, no, I don't want to work here anymore.
I do think, therapists, the patience that they have and when they're trained to do it, and they're paid.
they're trained and they're paid. Yes, it is in fact their jobs. They're not your mates. They don't have to have. I feel like it's harder in a friendship because you do have to have. You're asked to have that level of patience. And you're like, but I'm tired today and I don't want to hear about this. Like, I don't. I'm tired. I don't want to hear about it. But they do need to hear about it. And I'm sure equally therapists someday must come to work and be like, I can't be asked shit.
Yeah, imagine like you're having a bad day and like, oh my God, I have to listen to this patient who I know they're going to tell me the exact same thing they told me last week because they haven't taken my advice. They haven't taken my anything. Yeah, no, I think when I was watching Blue Therapy, transparently, I definitely thought at times that she was not overstepping would be the wrong word, but I thought I was hearing more of her voice than I needed heard more of her voice than I thought I would expect from a therapist versus hearing the couples. But we had a wide range of couples from the show, which I think we can probably talk about very quickly because
let's get into it.
The stories were wild and
too wild.
And perfectly honest, it was very much in line with the original show. So it's, it haven't deviated from the...
No one's credited as writing the script. So we don't have any confirmation, but some of those stories I said, there's no way this is...
Yeah, and some of the way it was shot as well gave like faith, but...
Oh, 100% the scenes at home felt...
Yeah.
Like, maybe this is just like the issue of a new show, right? Like, you need to work out the form, smooth out those edges. But all of the scenes where they're like talking to a friend at home just felt so like, all right, you're going to stand here now and your friend is going to be like, how's it? And you're going to go, I've been going to therapy and let me tell you that. Like, that's not how anybody talks, but...
Work.
Literally but work.
One thing about Blue Therapy, and maybe for those who haven't watched it, it is a show where couples go to therapy. For the UK... It's based on a YouTube show. There's been another adaptation of it on Channel 4.
Yeah.
I think it's called In Love and Toxic.
Yeah.
Blue Therapy. Netflix has also had their own adaptation called Blue Therapy. It features predominantly Black British couples, which, it's always refreshing to see. Because also I don't think I would have like been that warm if I saw white couples.
Couples therapy.
I know that is couples therapy. If you want to see white couples, go watch couples therapy, which we love. And we talked about, we talked about in previous.
Don't ever speak bad on Orna.
Exactly. Oh no, Dr. Orna. Dr. Orna is the one.
Dr. Orna said, "What's going on there?" Love what just happened there.
Tell me what happened between the two of you. I saw that look.
Yeah.
She's very observant. She's very very calm. She has that kind of presence that you did in our little session just now. Should we go through the couples?
Yeah.
So we first have Debbie and Calvin.
Who that? Oh my God.
This one. So after 5 years together, Debbie feels increasingly overlooked as Calvin devotes nearly all his energy to running his restaurant. Calvin, however, doesn't see a serious problem. For Debbie, lavish presents aren't a substitute for attention and shared moments. She wants to feel valued and put first again. So one of the areas I remember vividly is the scene where Calvin and his sister is talking about Daisy and saying, look, and I think they're speaking to the mum and Calvin's sister asks Calvin's mum, do you think Daisy is the one? And Daisy's mum, without any hesitation, said no.
Calvin's mum.
Oh, sorry, not Daisy. Calvin's mum, without any hesitation, said no, Daisy is not the one.
She's been not like that, girl.
Not at all. Not at all.
She's been not liking that.
I mean, as I mentioned before, Calvin has been running his mother's former restaurant that was almost like run to the ground. He brought it all the way back up. They've done some of the filming inside the shop as well, so it's free promo. I didn't really get, there wasn't serious issues, and there was times where I was like, he don't like you that much. He's prioritizing his business.
Lack of chemistry.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a different focus. He's probably at this age in his life. I don't think they have the ages here. At this age in his life where he's just about grinding and making money, and you're not necessarily that priority. Even though you go to the restaurant with him, you help him out. You're not the biggest priority, and it's very clear. But they've been together for 5 years, so yeah, I didn't really have much hope. They were there.
It was very weird in that his energy felt, like she said, like quite lackluster. And I appreciate that. I feel like for some of the people, they came on there thinking, I think not really knowing what their partner's issues with them were. And particularly, he seemed like he was hearing everything for the first time in a way that I was like, But I don't know, you must know when you haven't been putting 110% into a relationship that might upset someone.
Yeah.
But again, with all of these couples, the issue is communication.
Yeah.
I don't know if she hadn't told him before and this was the first time she was telling him. I don't know if she had told him and he just like, oh, I need to know about restaurant stuff, and it just had gone all over his head. But the conversation is quite simple. Hey, I get that you're running the restaurant, but like, relationships take work.
Yeah.
And I can't just be sat around waiting for you to figure out your thing.
No.
And then he goes, oh, but the restaurant's the only thing I'm interested in.
Exactly.
And then at the end, she's like, well, if you lose me, you lose me, innit? When I'm gone, I'm gone. And then at the end of the show, they're like, we're still together.
But I no longer go to the restaurant. Cool.
Okay.
Fab. I think we can move on to some of the more juicy. I'm so annoyed because that's what Cosmo put as the first couple. But
then I do agree. That scene with the mum and then when she asked him,
oh yes, in the
therapy. He was like, no, before the therapy, he was like, yeah, no, I spoke to my mum and she spoke to my sister. Mm-hmm.
All good.
Yeah. Then in the therapy session, when she's digging into it, he's like, yeah, my mum said that if she doesn't support me, then she's not really the one for me.
Yeah.
Why is that the first time you're telling me
exactly.
that? So I mean about the communication. You're scared of me.
Yeah, of course. So
and that's manipulative.
Yeah. So the second couple is Daisy and Jay. Daisy and Jay are a young couple raising their 1-year-old daughter after a turbulent 5-year on and off relationship. Their partnership is strained by lingering hurt and the lack of trust. Daisy still carries feelings of abandonment from her pregnancy and feels largely alone in managing the pressures of early motherhood. Meanwhile, Jay is eager to move forward, hoping Daisy can release past grievances and better manage her anger. This couple is, I think, it's the first couple we're introduced to. Mm-hmm. Daisy is stunning.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. And what's his face? Jay is beautiful too.
Yeah, no, they're very pretty.
They look well moisturized. The both of them.
Glossy.
Yes. We are introduced to this couple because she just had a baby. And she says that when she gave birth, Jay went to go and get a tattoo. Like, mere a few hours after she had given birth. We also hear that during the relationship and the dating phase, they both cheated, or definitely Jay kissed another girl and Daisy was close to cheating in retaliation.
Well, details.
I mean, he was trying to meet. But he was trying to meet. She was, okay. Yeah.
But it wasn't disclosed, I think was the issue.
Yeah.
When they were on the break, he went on this date. They got back together. He told her he went on the date. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
In therapy, he finally disclosed he kissed the girl. To be fair, we're not together. But Daisy, it's a little bit crazy. I liked her.
Yeah, same.
I liked her a lot, but I liked that she owned that she was problematic.
Yeah.
Because you are crying about this guy kissing someone you guys weren't together.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't think that's why she was crying. She felt betrayed.
Yeah.
I asked you about this. I've asked you about this several times. You've lied to me repeatedly.
And both of them have been checking each other's phones. Like, there's no trust. Absolutely no trust.
I think the most interesting thing about this couple to me is that I think their situation is incredibly knotty.
Yeah.
Because they were together, they broke up. She finds out she's pregnant.
Yeah.
She tells him she's keeping the baby.
Yeah.
His assumption when she first told him was that she was not going to keep the baby. Yeah. Then she calls him up later and says she is going to keep the baby. Now, what?
Yeah.
We get back together, but we've got back together because you're pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as this thing has gone on, it's not like he's a bad dad because she, is trying to say he's not a bad dad, but then equally you said that he went and got a tattoo like 4 hours after the baby was born. So like, it is what it is. But he strikes me, they both feel very young.
Yeah, I think that a lot of the couples, bar a few, feel very, very, very young.
They seem very young. And it seems like he's doing what he thinks he ought to do. And she's been trying to do what she thinks she ought to do. And part of that is being in a relationship when they actually maybe shouldn't be.
Yeah. Like, it was like a young love. I think this is like probably their first relationship in their early 20s. They end up getting pregnant and realize, oh, wait, maybe we need to stick together. We need to stay committed. And actually, they're just not. And it's fine. Like, these things happen.
Towards the end of their time, they have a conversation about children.
Yeah.
This is what I mean about, like, you guys are not aligned on anything that a couple would be aligned on, but you are in a relationship. So he's like, I always have imagined that I'd have a big family and we're looking forward to like baby number 2, 3, 4, whatever. She is like, oh, I don't think I want to have any more kids. Like, it was hard. Which I think is completely reasonable. It's a hard thing to do. It was hard to be pregnant. It was hard to give birth. It's hard to raise them. We have one. I'm happy.
Is it one and done?
I don't want any more. He's like, oh, this is a deal breaker for me.
And
you're like 23.
I know.
You're 23 and you're a man. Having a deal breaker about what? Like, I don't understand. Maybe it's because it was this and then Love is Blind just before. The conversation, like hearing these men feel very
entitled.
Exactly that. To big families or no more families or this or that felt really strange to me because you're not ever the person who's going to be left holding the buck. Should this relationship not work out or should any complications happen during pregnancy or childbirth? Like it's literally my body. It is literally 9 months or in that other woman's case, 2, 3, 4 years out of work. Like it's not just a physical change, it's like a lifestyle change. And that decision needs to be mutually made. It cannot be that you are, because you've decided you want 4 kids because when you was 8, someone asked you and you said 4, and you haven't thought about it since. And now it's locked in your head as a number. And that's what you want. When I was in secondary school, I was like, yeah, I want 4 kids. Now I'm a big woman, the woman that would have to have those kids.
And you're like, huh? Okay.
Why did I think I was going to push 4 babies out of my body?
The thing is, when we were younger, we didn't realize the consequences of having the baby. Like, what can happen, the complications, like the pain.
If I was that committed to having 4 kids, I would have been started. Today's not the day to start talking about 4 kids.
I mean, you never know. 2 twins, bash, bash.
Bash, bash, finish. The quadruplets, 1 go. But
oh, that would be crazy. Like,
but I mean, I'm not holding myself to the standards that 14-year-old me had. It's a nice idea. I could still end up with 4 kids. I might marry someone who's got 2 kids. I might have 2 kids. Perfect.
True.
But I'm not going to turn around to my partner and be like, because when I was 14, I said I wanted 4 kids. We have to have 4 kids by force, and we're living in a 1-bed house.
Come on.
We can't take care of the kid we already have.
But let's have a couple.
Let's have exactly 3 more. And I feel like that felt like a very serious turning point. And also it felt like a point where she realized, she's like, I don't think I want a baby.
Yeah, you could tell. I mean, we found out what happens at the end, but you could tell like it was starting to feel really sour. Like there was like almost like a discomfort of like, why are we even doing this? And I definitely thought, transparently, that they were going to stay together for the child. But then we found out at the end that they broke up.
I think this process taught her, like, this is not the man.
No.
And I think maybe this process made him feel like, I need to work on my relationship. And so, like, it was too late. They came to it too late.
And maybe it's for the best. Like, for the child will be happy that you guys individually are happy. Versus being miserable together.
And you're so young, you could meet someone else and have the 4 kids with them. Your life's not over. It's not by force that I have to be the person to give you 4 kids.
So we're going to another young couple. The next one is Maria and Victor. So I'll read a blurb. So Maria and Victor are social media creators who've been together for 7 years.
I don't even want to hear it.
But
it's actually going to piss me off again. She was getting on my nerves.
He was getting on my nerves.
Both of them collectively.
They, like, honestly,
crying about when is he going to put a ring on my finger? When is he going to put
7 years, boo. 7 years.
And your family don't get on. And you're worrying about when is he going to put a ring on my finger. How are you going to fix that problem?
Exactly. Too much of it. And also like a lack of understanding of like your background. He is from
Bulgaria.
I didn't mention it here. And she's Nigerian. And like you could already tell there's a bit of culture clash. Like
there isn't a culture clash. He doesn't want to do what he doesn't want to do. It's not a culture clash.
No, not about the marriage thing, but the way he's feeling was like, oh, we find out, or she reveals
that she's been giving money to her. No, it's because he is aware that that's his money that's going there.
True.
That's what he's thinking about. I don't think he doesn't understand someone giving money to their parents. You're not stupid. When people's parents actually took care of them, they might want to take care of their parents back. You don't speak to your parents.
True.
That's what the issue is.
So he doesn't have a relationship to know. So.
Yeah, he's like, no, if I make my money's for me.
And I think what's really sad is that they are so hinged together because they make money together. And I think I've seen on TikTok recently that she has a separate TikTok account, but they make so much money together. And before the therapy, I was seeing these videos of like black woman, white man.
And that's the kind of content they would make it.
Yeah.
And I hope nothing good happens for either one of you.
That was the concept. Because I remember seeing the video of like, what my boyfriend, who my boyfriend thinks these black people are, famous black people are. And he was, saying wild names. I didn't know that was them until I saw it on the show. I was like, oh, that's that couple. So they've been able to make money of being in a hashtag interracial couple. Like, that's their content. That is like, my boyfriend did this. Can you believe that? Or my girlfriend did this. Can you believe that? I know. So, yeah, I think there was a scene that I absolutely hated. So they were leaving the therapy.
And he didn't open the door.
He didn't open the door for her, and he almost like he didn't shove her.
Yeah, but he did like knock her hand away.
And I hated that.
Well, that's her man, and she finished it beside him.
Yeah, but it was still really horrible.
It wasn't horrible. Nice. Yeah. But the minute they said they make money from their relationship, I was like, well, then you two are stuck together.
Yeah, true.
So it doesn't matter what your issues are. Because you are not interested in separate. You're not. There is a financial incentive to stay together.
True. That is true.
But there is no real incentive to sort their problems. He did not come to therapy wanting to fix anything.
No.
She brought him there to try and get the therapist to convince him to marry her.
I'm sorry that is bad. I'm like...
It's not bad to laugh because that is what it was. You brought him to therapy, hoping the therapist would help you convince him to marry you.
But I've also heard that they're just rinsing out these shows because they've also been on another show called Bad Boyfriends about him. So, like, I feel like you're also, like, playing off this.
Maybe they've been broken up.
I feel that
maybe they've been broken up and they just keep... They're just, like you said, using it for content.
Yeah.
They had no chemistry.
No.
Like, Daisy and... was his name Jordan or Jay?
Jay.
Those two did...
They looked like they loved and cared. There was some care for each other.
These two, I don't see it. When she was crying because her friend was getting married.
Yeah.
This is my thing.
Yeah.
If marriage is so important to you, you would not stay in a relationship with someone for 7 years.
I agree.
You wouldn't.
I agree. Because even at the end, he promised her like a promise ring, or like, you may think about it. Like, girl, stand up. He's never going to marry you.
You have to ask yourself, what is important? Is this man important, as in I want to be with him come rain or shine? Or is getting married important? Because it can't be both right now.
Yeah.
It can't.
No.
You're trying to squeeze a square peg into a round hole. He's not going to fit.
It's not. The next couple is Mike and Yaz. So Mike and Yaz are engaged and raising a child together, sharing a generally strong partnership. However, tensions arise around finances. Mike's impulsive spending alarms Yaz, leaving her concerned about the stability and security of their family's future. This couple, I'm not gonna lie, triggered me.
Yes.
Absolutely triggered the heck out of me because it wasn't about Yaz, it was about Mike.
He was awful.
Absolutely horrible. So, a few things.
Abusive.
Yeah.
I think that's abusive. I think what he did.
Yeah. So, firstly, he has been having financial issues. He makes it clear that he earns less than Yaz.
Yes.
And he makes it clear that, I think it was something else that he said.
He has a lot of debt.
And then, on top of that...
So he doesn't contribute to the household.
He only buys organic foods for himself.
Yes. And perfumes. And perfumes.
The racks of perfumes that he has.
Expensive perfumes as well. Not Claire's Accessories perfumes.
And Jazz is like, I just don't understand it. She thought she knew how much debt he was in. And the number was like significantly more. And she was just frustrated that she just did not know. And also because they're engaged, so, they're in a committed relationship.
They have a child.
And they have a child.
He has another child.
Did he?
He had a child in a previous relationship.
Okay. But because his debt is her debt.
He must not pay for.
Oh, God.
Because you don't have the money.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know for them. Because the fact that he hid it, Then on top of that, which is the shock of the first episode, he was made redundant at work and he never told her. So what would happen?
2 months.
For 2 months, yeah. He would get dressed, leave this house with her, go in the opposite direction as if he was going to work, and then park close and then come back home. That's what he has been doing for 2 months to fool her into thinking that, you know.
He's still working.
Yeah.
And he has spent his settlement.
Oh, yes.
The settlement is now finished. 2 months.
And no debt has been cleared.
And you don't contribute significantly to his house. She pays the rent and the bills.
Oh, so annoying. So annoying.
But you wanted to have sex. Why doesn't she want to have sex
with you? There's no intimacy in their relationship.
It's not even a kiss and a cuddle.
Yeah.
You're lucky she didn't kill you. about not even a kiss and a cuddle. When I tell you, yes, I could not have. And this is why I understand I need to do still some work on myself.
Yeah.
Because if you pulled a move like that on me in public, I actually don't care. I will be going to jail that day.
Locks will be changed. You ain't coming to my house.
I'll be sleeping in a jail cell because even if you didn't want to press charges, the set production would have to press charges because the way I behaved on them threatened a lot of people's lives. Because how dare you sit next to me? How dare you sit next to me?
With a child that we have together.
I'm working every hour on the sun to pay to keep a roof over our head and help you with your debts. And then you got a settlement because you got made redundant at work and you've swallowed all that money.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And you're buying organic fruit.
Looking at perfumes.
In
the course of the show, they went to an auto car dealership.
Audi dealership.
Because he
came and sat on the couch and said, yeah, I almost signed the lease on one of the Audis, but I didn't.
And she was like, yeah, good boy.
And I said, you're where you want to be.
Yeah, exactly. Because
from when she said, oh yeah, one of my friends introduced us because she said he was my type. Nigerian. I said, it's a wrap for you.
My thing was when he was like the first
Short,
yeah.
And funny. That's your requirements in life. Short, Nigerian, and funny.
I mean, there's plenty of them.
There's plenty.
The funniest one was at when they did that scene in the Audi shop, the Audi dealership. But then him talking about the first date, she came in her like BMW and she had like a really nice car, and he was thrown by it. Like he was ultimately threatened by it.
The way that he was speaking to her at the beginning of this thing was giving very much, I resent the fact that you are doing well in life. So much so that I'm deliberately, honestly, it feels like he was deliberately making mistakes and spending money to try and show her up.
Yeah, exactly.
Or punish her.
Yeah.
For working.
Which is just wild.
For wanting to take care of you.
Because she is taking care of you and the baby. And the house and your perfumes.
And you're talking about, as a man. So there was the other thing about this show that I found really interesting. There was a lot of talk of man's place, women's place, traditional man, traditional woman. And he spent a lot of time talking about, like, I find it really emasculating the way she speaks to me about money. She was talking to me like I'm a child. It's not her money, it's mine. Your role as a man is what? To be the provider. You're not providing.
Yeah.
So why should you not be spoken to like a child?
Because she has to constantly step in, yeah.
I'm supposed to treat you like a man when you don't behave like one.
Yeah.
I don't understand that stuff. That's my issue with that stuff. The parameters for why I should be in the house cooking and cleaning is because you're out making money. You're not out making money. So if anyone should be seducing anyone, it's you seducing me. You should be wearing an apron when I get in the house because you're in here all day, every day.
Oh my gosh.
I should be getting my feet rubbed. I'm the man of this house now. What are you talking about?
Oh my Lord. Oh.
When I want sex, you should be available. I should be available for you. I've been at work all day. When I come home, I want a glass of wine, and you should be naked. Huh? Because that's what you expect of me, and you expect it of me even in a scenario where you are not upholding your end of the bargain. I wouldn't hate the traditional man, traditional woman role if we laid out the parameters and it was, I'm going to do X and you're going to do Y.
Mm-hmm.
And we stick to what we do. If you're not doing X, why would I do Y?
Yeah.
Why?
I
I'm supposed to be sweetening you up, stroking your face when I get home. I'm exhausted and our baby's screaming in the other room and you're looking at me. Hey, baby, you look good.
I think the traditional value aspects and I think some of it is cultural. Some of it is pride.
It's just pride. You would feel embarrassed to go to your boys and say, I'm a house husband.
But you are technically, mind you, I'm imagining when he leaves his house to pretend that he's going to work, he comes back. I don't think he cleans the house.
He's playing games.
Yeah.
Because she's saying she's coming home and she's tidying and she's checking on the baby.
Oh, no, 100%. 100%. The keys will be locked. You need to go find someone else to stay.
And that's what I mean about the traditional roles and the jail stuff. Because you are not working the least you could do. Is help your partner.
Yeah. But you didn't even tell her. And there was parts in the show where I was like, this can't be real. How are they not having this conversation? How have they not had the conversation before coming to the therapy to begin with as well?
I was scared to tell you. I was scared to tell you because I knew how you was going to react. And I'm still going to react. That's the thing. It doesn't matter that we're in therapy or we're at home. I'm always going to react. And have a reaction to news that you tell me. Because it affects both of us.
Yeah, and it's actually, the reaction is going to be even tougher. Because you told me in front of cameras.
2 months later.
2 months later, you couldn't have had the audacity to tell me when it happened.
When you got the news, you could have come home and said, babe, you're not going to believe this. They're letting people go.
Yeah.
And we would have figured out what we was going to do. But you didn't want to because you wanted the 2 months to sit in the house and put your feet up and play games.
Or, as you said, when the settlement money came, it was so nice to see all the figures and the zeros in your account.
He said that. That's what he said.
I know. And it just... one of the things I think this show definitely highlighted is that there are definitely factors that you need to evaluate and keep in mind when you're thinking about a partner. Money is one of the biggest reasons why people end relationships, because either there's a disparity in money, there is financial abuse, there is people not talking about money. These are conversations you need to have. The fact that she had a rough idea of how much debt he was in, but he was significantly more in debt than that figure, shows that they're not communicating.
But you're living together and you had a child.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
And that's that. I consider myself an empathetic person. I know that there are, like you said, cultural structures, social structures that sometimes encourage you to ignore red flags and go for the prize. And the prize is always going to be, I have a man. I have a man though, and I have a kid. What do you have? You're a woman in your 30s. That's what you should be going for. It doesn't matter whether the man is a good or fit or not. At least you can turn around to your other girls and be like, I got to go home to my man. But the man is broke. And it would be fine if you... So I remember talking to my uncle about this, and I was saying that, I think that sometimes being Black women and being women who were raised in, I don't want to say dysfunctional, but, in non-traditional households where it's not mum, dad, dog, 2 kids, right? You have less patience for what could be a reasonable relationship hurdle. A traditional or a reasonable relationship hurdle is something like this, where it's when we met, I was working, I had a job. You were working, I had a job. We moved in together, we did this stuff. I lost my job. Yeah. I will support you through that. Yeah. But if you do it in the way that you've done it, I personally don't have time for it. Yeah. And I was telling my uncle about how one of my friends who is now getting married, her partner was studying for a PhD and not working, and she took care of their household and the both of them for what was effectively, 2 years? 3 years? And I was saying, if that had been me, after year 1, I'd be like, you need to figure something out. Yeah. I cannot be in a situation where I'm taking care of a man like this. That doesn't make sense. I don't buy this anymore. I don't trust that at the end of this, you're not going to be like, deuces, I'm going to find someone else.
Thanks so much for helping me.
Exactly. Because I am much more attuned to the negative than I am to the positive. Yeah. And in their case, she did that. They're still together. They're getting married. And I have come to learn that just because he wasn't contributing financially to the household didn't mean he wasn't contributing at all. Yeah. Because I've been raised with men who don't wash plate, don't cook. Yeah. Everything is handed to them. If you're not even working, you are a burden in this house right now. Yeah. But my friend's partner cooks. He cooks for both of them. He takes care of her. He and now he is working, so it's no longer an issue. But if he had not gone and got that thing, he probably wouldn't have the job that he has now, and they wouldn't have been able to afford the wedding they're about to have.
Yeah.
You know? You had to make a small sacrifice to have the thing that you wanted in the long term. I would not.
It's hard. No, I get it.
I mean, depending on how long we've been together, obviously that's different and how much I love you. And I'm like I'm saying, I'm trying to become a much more mature person that is going to not just take that as like a you're trying to fuck with me situation. But if we've been dating for a year and then you expected me to take care of you for the next 3 years,
wild.
I don't think that's going to work.
It's hard because in the case of this woman, okay, she has a relationship. She's had a long-term relationship with this guy, and they have a child. So there is a level of commitment just with that child alone that you don't necessarily want to leave straight away. That being said, I think the lies and the omission and then the deception
and the behavior
in itself.
You're not trying to help yourself.
No, and there's the frivolous spending. The fact that you don't go to Tesco
to buy your own
shopping, and then you don't buy. It's as if you have a roommate, and just by chance you share a child,
and the roommate wants you to tell him he's pretty.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the masculinity in that?
No, and he resents you for being successful. That, to me, when she was saying, "Oh, I'm going to stick around and we're going to talk about finances together," I'm like, "Good for you, girl."
Yeah.
There's something else I can say because it couldn't be me.
You love that man.
Yeah, you must truly.
I'm going to put it down to you love that man because again, and I know I'm not saying the answer and the right answer in every situation just leave a person. I don't think that's true. I don't think people come with no baggage or no hurdles or no just to be saying it every single day everything's been great, nothing's ever bad. No, I don't think that's the case. Like that's not real. Like if you're dating someone like that, they're hiding something hella big from you probably. But I do also think that like you have to weigh up how much you can handle.
Yeah.
And for me personally, I could not handle that because the energy, if you at least were apologetic,
true,
it's the attitude, like you said, the entitlement, the pat me on my back because I didn't get that Aldi.
Really? Because to me,
you're not that fit.
No, I think for me, what frustrated me in those moments was the lack of accountability. Like, I don't think he truly understood the burden and the impact that his behavior has had on her and their child. Okay, he was made redundant, but it's the lies behind it. It's the pain, and then buying things frivolously. Okay, you didn't buy Audi. Okay, I'm so glad. I'm so happy that you didn't buy it. Because probably by that point, the money wasn't there anymore. Or you're making her have to sit there to do a budget with you.
He said he didn't buy the Audi because he knew she'd be mad. You haven't learned anything.
No. So
if it was up to you, you would still be spending money frivolously. You've learned nothing. But you don't want to be spoken to like a child, but you're behaving like one. You don't understand how to manage your money. And then when she's trying to help you, you resent that.
Yeah.
So what are we doing?
Yeah. But you want intimacy.
But they're having a second baby.
Oh, God. You haven't even paid for the first one.
You're having a second child with this man. Ha ha ha, it's funny. It's all fun and games, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all fun and games. Now, when there's an extra mouth to feed.
Honestly, yeah. When I saw that, I was like, oh, God. Like, he's got a job now, which is good.
She loves that man. He is what she wanted.
Yeah.
Short, Nigerian, funny. That's what she said she wanted.
Is it funny in the room?
She said, he was going to quote Avatar, and the two of them were giggling about that. Both of them are nerds. Yeah. That's what it is. You're both nerdy people.
No, he was funny because all the stuff that he said was hilarious. Absolutely.
No, it wasn't. I wasn't laughing at home. I wish I was.
No, I remember when he said that in the thing, I just said, huh? And the debt being more, that was like her, the first her.
When she said the thing about perfumes, I said, maybe he is actually to play a practical joke on you. Because when she's like, who buys 7 perfumes? I'm like, you're right. Who does? A man, and he's bought 7 expensive perfumes to do what with?
Nothing. It's status.
You can't even go out. You ain't got any money. When are you going to show people the perfumes? You can't go out. You don't have any money. He's very lucky that she's not a Nigerian woman.
Yeah. And there's something about that as well.
Yes. It's on purpose that he's chosen you.
Yeah.
Because no one else would put up with that behavior. Are you okay?
No, not at all. All right, next couple is Junior and Carmen. So, I'll read that blurb quickly. Junior and Carmen have been together since childhood, sharing 20 years and 3 children.
That'll explain it.
But their ongoing arguments put their family and history at risk. Lingering issues from a previous separation, combined with poor communication and a vasectomy, I just added that part in, are driving the relationships towards another potential crisis. Now, Carmen is stunning.
Yeah.
I'll start off with that. Junior, when we were first introduced to Junior, he was wearing blue hair and a bead on his chin.
He's a musician. Okay, you don't get it. You don't get art.
You're so right.
You're not creative.
You're right. The whole time, all I wanted to do was chop that beard because it was pissing me off.
You guys have been together for 20 years since childhood, so you must be about 40.
Yeah.
And this is how you are presenting to the world.
Yeah. But he's a musician. He's an artist.
He's an artist. He's creative.
This couple, I'll be honest.
And they make a great fit together. Him in the blue hair and the bead, and then this woman who looks like she's
just come out of the office.
Like,
I'll be honest, out of all the couples, this is the one I was like, they look so mismatched.
Aesthetically, there's nothing connect. She also, everything about her personality, everything about his, I don't see how they are a good match. That's why when you said they've been together since childhood, I was like, maybe that'll explain it. Because when you was 14, you guys were similar. And now you're 40 and you're not.
Yeah, for me, I was, because I when I saw them both, I was like, this is a very mismatched couple. They look very well off, very successful couple. But underneath it all, there's this underlying hurt because I think at one point she asked for a separation from Junior. Then they were supposed to be talking about having more kids, or at least freezing his sperm, but he went to go and get a vasectomy.
No, there was no. He went to go and get a vasectomy without speaking to his partner.
Yeah.
She's trying to have another kid.
Yeah.
The vasectomy already came as a surprise, but he goes, "Oh, don't worry, I froze her sperm." Turns out he didn't freeze his sperm.
Yeah.
First of all, vasectomies can be reversed. So the drama about the vasectomy already was a bit like, ugh. But there was something he said that actually shook me to my core when he was talking about vasectomy, which he was, in the talking head, he was like, for ages, the decision about children has been in women's hands, but it's my body and it's my choice. And I said, did you do this to be like, I'm doing men's rights, I'm teaching you a lesson?
It sounded like it was out of spite. Like, this is my decision. It's got nothing to do with you. There's something very manipulative about it. Like, you're practicing, or you're trying to have a baby.
Well, one of you is.
Yeah, but only she knows. It's almost like if it was the reverse, it'd actually be very, very problematic. But
yeah, I'm cutting holes in your condoms to try and get myself pregnant.
Yeah, that is a problem. But you agree that you want to have another child, or she wants to have another child, and you've agreed to it. You went to go and get a vasectomy.
Because you said, actually, no, I said to you I didn't want to have another kid.
Yeah.
I want to focus on our relationship. What relationship?
Yeah. It was giving...
There's no trust. You resent her because you guys broke up one time and you're not over it. You're crying about it in the thing. It's still bothering you.
Yeah, 100%.
You don't want to have a kid with her for that reason. You don't like her right now. You don't trust her. And then on her end, she doesn't trust you.
No.
You're like, oh, I'm going to work, and she's blown up my phone just because she doesn't trust you.
And it's hard because, like, okay, it's very easy for me to see most or almost all of the couples and be like, leave him, or you need to go. But this was the one couple I was like, okay, this is a weird couple, a weird match, but they have 3 kids together and they've been together for so long, and they've probably had ups and downs. So maybe this is something that they can work through. Even though the vasectomy and not telling her was absolutely crazy.
I don't think I would be able to get past that. Because I just think you did it out of spite. You didn't do it because he was then trying to make it sound like, because you just wouldn't listen, and I felt so trapped, like you were going to force me to have a baby with you. I had no choice but to get the vasectomy was what was given. It's never that serious. It's never that serious. And again, if you guys are at the place where you can't have a conversation, you have to go out and do that because I'm not listening.
Then yeah.
It's a wrap.
It is. But I mean, something about that. That was the one couple I was like, I really hope
they stay together.
Not that they stay together, but for the sake of the kids, and I hate to say that, they give it another shot. But maybe they need a separation, 100%, and build the trust, because you don't trust each other. And that bead is pissing me off.
One of the things I stand by as a child that did not grow up in a 2-parent household. You are not doing your children any favours staying together if that's the kind of shit you're pulling on each other. You're not. Staying together for your kids, and while you're miserable, he's miserable, you're making everyone around you miserable. You're not, like, you think you're not, but you are. And so if they can get to a place where they're amicable and they decide they're going to be mates and live together still and raise their kids, fine. But if you did that to me, you have to go out of my house.
Based on the verdict, majority of them are not going to.
No one's surviving this. Not one. Oh, actually, no, the last couple might.
Okay, this is the second to last couple. Dami and Jermaine.
Yeah, these lot.
Yeah. So, after 12 years together and with 2 children, Dami and Jermaine's relationship is under strain. Dami, who was once focused on her career, is now a stay-at-home mum, while Jermaine manages the pressures of a demanding business. They sleep in separate bedrooms and both feel their needs and voices are being overlooked.
I liked how they were able to resolve their thing. I really liked Dami. I thought she was such a sweetheart, genuinely funny. Like, all of the words that she was making up, all the phrases that she made up, like, she was just a really, really sweet woman. And I really related to, even though this never happened to me because I don't have kids, but like her being like, oh, okay, I'll take some time out, obviously, because I just had these kids, and now I'm like, I'd like to go back.
That's okay.
And then the husband's like, no. You want to be at home. You want to be raising your children. Oh, let's have another kid. So you're just trapped in the house, pushing out babies. That's scary.
It is. I felt also very sad about the sickle cell story.
That was heartbreaking.
Really sad. Really sad.
I felt for him in the story that he was when he told the story about how his dad had got quite ill, and then he's had to like sort of step up into that role. I know it's not easy taking care of a parent, and also suddenly going from being the child to being like, oh, you're making decisions. I'm sure that's not easy. I genuinely felt between the two of them a love and wanting to make this work.
Yeah.
I was a little bit question mark about the flirty secretary assistant thing. I didn't like that.
I didn't know that either.
And him taking calls outside and being on his phone time. I'm working. I don't like that. That feels like the beginning of an affair. But
I think the whole work wife thing, because really,
I would never tell my partner if I don't work wife.
No, because so I was talking to a friend of mine. She works with her partner, or they work in the same company, and
should people know that they're together?
Yeah, everyone knows. Yeah, and she was saying that, like, oh, you know, his work wife was telling me some of the details about, you know, what he the snacks he likes to buy in the office.
Was this before or after they started dating?
After. This is...
Wait, so he had a work wife, then they started dating?
What do you mean? Oh, my friend... So they're married.
Wait, so they came into the workplace married? Or
no, they started dating when they were married.
So he had a work wife.
Yeah.
Then your friend and him started dating, and then she would speak to the work wife about what he liked.
That was kind of... No, they're now like... So they met one another at work, married, and then like he likes to buy tons of snacks in the office.
When did he get the work wife?
That I didn't want to delve into more questions onto that.
That's why I'm asking a question, because I'm trying to work out.
I get it.
If that was his work wife before you, or he got the work wife after. Now you're asking her questions about your man.
No, that she. Yeah,
What? What are you
I did not delve into it, because when she said work wife, my eyes pricked, and then I decided to just unprick it, because there's too many questions. Because if I'm married and know that I have a work husband, that my husband has a work wife, we have to have a conversation.
If I'm married and my husband has a work wife, I don't need to know about it. Like, if he has, as a person who's been a work wife, well, as a person who's been a work wife, I've never romantically pursued or been romantically pursued by my work husband. So it was completely platonic. It was just like, you're my best mate in the office.
Yeah.
And if I'm not here, you'd be like, oh, where is he? Yeah. And when I come in, I'm telling you about stuff that I do in my real life. If anyone's going to get me a card because I've had a baby, it's going to be you.
Yeah.
Like, we're closer than everybody else in the office. But we're not close on the level of being like, tell me what snacks he likes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or like, no, I think it was more not the snacks he likes, but like telling her how much he was spending buying snacks in the office.
Why does she know how much money he's spending?
No, like
Why do you know how much money he's spending?
Like,
are you going with him to the shop?
Just
or do you have his card?
Watching him go and buy stuff. Like, if she watches it, if she sees him going to buy a snack in the office.
So what I don't like about this as well is if I have a work husband, he's my work husband.
Yeah.
You're my at-home husband. You two never need to mix.
But it's hard if they're in the same office.
I don't want you to talk to... I would actually be like, please don't. I don't want to share with you.
I don't even like the whole idea of work husband and work wife. Look, you're my work brother. Oh. In Christ.
So in recent years, so I was somebody's... In recent years, sorry, in recent years, somebody has continuously referred to me as their work wife, and I've had to say to them, please stop.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like when you say that, it belittles my role at this workplace and turns me into something else.
Yeah.
We are not
in a relationship of any kind, yeah.
We met here.
Yeah.
We are colleagues. We're not even boys like that.
Yeah.
So when you're like, oh, this is Marnie, she's my work wife. She's like my work wife. Marnie's my work wife. When I'm actually your partner.
Not in the romantic sense.
I know, I was about to be like, when I'm your equal, we're on the same level.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
No, that is wild.
That's crazy. Yeah. It's actually, I think, very unprofessional. It's fine if it's like, you two know, like, oh, that's my work husband. Yeah. And I'm saying it like, you my work husband to you is enough to be in a meeting.
Oh, yeah, that is weird.
Referring to me as your work wife. Yeah. And I don't know if that person meant to be doing that. I don't know if they knew, me. I'm always veering on the side of people are malicious, unintentionally malicious. And I think a part of him did want to delineate that I was under him in some way. But it's like, why that way?
Yeah.
I would actually prefer you introduce me to your sister rather than you introduce me as your work wife.
You know what? Yeah.
Because you see the way that people will look at you different.
We're saying work wife.
Yeah. We've walked in this room. Oh, hi, Barbara. Yeah. Barbara's like my work wife. You can see them suddenly go, okay, well, don't really need to take her seriously. I wonder if he thought that when he'd say that, people go, oh, okay, that's his wife. So he really does.
That's also
he listens to her, like he takes her seriously.
I don't even know.
But I read it as more people went, oh, so you guys are like mates. Yeah. It's like, no, we're colleagues.
We're barely even mates, okay?
We're not mates. I'm not here because we're friends. I'm here because I applied for a job and I got it. Yeah. We're colleagues.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. For me, the whole time of work wife or work husband, especially when we know what's going on in people knocking and bucking and hunching in the office, like, I think is a slippery slope. Also, this also reminds me weirdly of Kerry Washington and Tony Goldwyn.
Exactly.
Did you watch that thing on Call Me Daddy? So, is it called Her Daddy?
Oh, when she called him.
Yeah,
I've stopped watching that content because I'm like, you two are taking the piss. I
know they're doing it because I don't even know if they're doing it for the fans.
It's going on too long.
Yeah, it's been almost 10 years since the show ended. So on the Call Her Daddy podcast, what's her name? Alice Cooper. Alex, yeah. Anyway, the host asked Kerry Washington to phone Tony Goldwyn to find out what his favorite sex scene of them were in the show. Wild. The phone doesn't even ring once. He picks up. Hey, Kerry. Hey, Tony. So nice to see you. What are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm out here with the kids and my wife because I've got my show here. Oh, I've been asked to ask you what's your favorite sex scenes. They're doing a detail of like their favorite sex scenes from Scandal or favorite intimate moments. Your wife is
the first getting snatched out your hand about
your actual wife is in earshot. Now I'm not gonna lie, after that interview, my TikTok went into like the Tony Goldwyn, Kerry Washington interviews and watching how crazily touchy-feely they are. And all the comments were like, I'm 100% sure.
They smashed.
Without any doubt in the world, they smashed. They had to. And then also the next comment is like, Tony Goldwyn's wife and Kerry Washington's husband are the strongest soldiers in the world.
What's crazy, and this is what I mean about early off the podcast, I was saying to Shoshanna that Kerry Washington must have it in her contract that she can only fuck white men on TV. She's not even married to a white man. Isn't
that crazy? To this day, I still don't get it. I mean, the guy's an attractive guy, no doubt. Like, She did well. I don't see it. Her and Tony Goldwyn, they just look at each other and like, there's chemistry.
It's weird.
They like there's a moment where I think she was campaigning for what's her name, the DNC, the Democratic candidate. I forgot her name.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah. Yes, Kamala.
What about her?
Yeah, but oops. And Tony Goldwyn is like following her like a dog as they're walking across the stage, having his hand all over her waist.
They were in Scandal for real.
Those sex scenes were 100%.
They were real.
They were real. 100%. You cannot tell me that.
Some of those scenes, I said, P went in V.
Yeah. And also, anytime there's any interviews like, oh, how does it feel kissing Kerry Washington? The best thing in the world. Like, it's a... I mean, don't get me wrong. Tony Goldwyn, he is, how old? You know, you think he's in his 60s. He's in his 60s. Okay. Also, there's no reference to what we were just talking about off the pod about the guy from Industry. And you saying that that will be a 50-year-old guy that you can bring home and no one can say anything. Tony Goldwyn is a guy that I could probably...
Or we will have a lot to say about.
No, Tony Goldwyn...
Whose granddad is this?
Tony Goldwyn in Scandal at the age... Because when he started Scandal, he was in his 50s.
Shoshanna, that's not you bringing someone home. That's shocking.
Wait, so me bringing Tony Goldwyn...
You're 48! No! You bringing a 50-year-old's not a big deal.
You're absolute idiot. You're absolute... The way I was looking at you going, what the hell are you on about? You absolute idiot. If I brought home Tony Goldwyn when he started Scandal, and I think he was in his early 50s, I said, this is my...
So how's he only 60?
No, 60. I think 65 now.
There is no way that Scandal ended 10 years ago.
It did.
And he started on the show at 50.
Let me put that way. Hold on. How? Okay, let me tell you his age right now, Goldwyn. Sorry. Tony Goldwyn. He's 65 now. What age was Tony Goldwyn?
It is not 50.
What age was Tony Goldwyn when he started Scandal? He was 51 years old.
How does that make sense?
When Scandal premiered in April 2012. Yes, it makes sense because he was, 6 seasons. Wait, hold up. Maybe they did
14 years ago, okay.
Yeah. But how? Wait, hold up. How many seasons? But it's definitely been 9 years since the series finished, right?
No.
I mean, I'm asking you that. I should know this. Anyway, him at 50, that was not him at 51. But when he was 51, and I brought home Tony Goldwyn, yeah. I stand by it. Did you see his body? At 51.
I don't want to hear you about Tony Goldwyn again. I hate that when he somehow led to a place where we're talking about Tony. I don't want to hear it.
It fits. His body was amazing. Did you see the abs? 51. Damn. He could be my work husband. Anyway, going back to the point we mentioned before.
Talking about the show anymore. We're just
talking. No, but all that to say is
work husband,
work wife is question mark. Everyone is. If I work closely with a man in the office, he's my work brother.
I am a jealous
cousin.
I'm a jealous person, especially don't tell me about this because otherwise I'm going to start acting weird.
Yeah, or I want to know who the person is.
I'll be coming to the office. Oh, baby, you left for lunch.
I'm so done.
Baby, you forgot your coat.
I'm so done.
Baby, you forgot your key this morning. Oh,
finished.
You must be Sandra.
So done.
Yeah, as he told me. Yeah, I'm Marnie. Yeah.
I'm so done.
You see this ring? Yeah.
No.
Mrs.
Yeah.
And what do you do exactly?
Oh my God. I'll be honest, I think there should be clear demarcation.
Like, why are you not your job?
Yeah, clear demarcation between personal life and work. Like, the only time when those things started to merge was during COVID. Like, okay, I'm doing a video
when you were
call.
Dating a coworker.
I'm going back to therapy. Can we go back to Marnie? My friend drags my mistakes and throws it back in my face.
It's called roasting. It's actually a friendship. She's trying to show you that she loves you.
I forgot about it. The thing it's happened so long ago, I even forgot about it.
It was a jump scare, wasn't it? You were scared.
I was like,
who else was scared?
No, I was also like, who that? Me? Oh, yeah.
I was wondering if you were just gonna be like, yeah, that's an example of something you shouldn't do if you're dating a co-worker. Yeah. It's gonna blend.
And I was like, oh, but that did happen to me. I would never recommend that.
What, dating a co-worker? Well, your friend got married, didn't he? Did they? Your friend married their what?
No, but yes, but sorry, no. It works for. Take that back. It works for people.
It works for them. It works for their family.
They work in completely different departments.
Yeah, and then, wasn't that?
Just shut up. As for me and my household, we will continue to serve the Lord and stay away from white cock.
White cock? Did you say? Oh my God!
We're going to stay away from work husbands.
Wow, that was quite a Freudian slip. Work husband turned into white cock. You guys heard it first.
You ain't gonna hear that at all. I'm gonna cut that till kingdom come. I will snip and slice and dice that. I'm also gonna snip and dice little throwaway comment about dating a coworker.
I'm just saying. You said work and life.
I was giving the example. I was giving the example of COVID. You know, when you used to do video calls and then your family members will be in the background talking. Yeah. That's actually weirdly happened to me today with my boss, and his wife was just walking around, and I wanted to say something, but I was like, you know, I don't care. Let's finish this work 1-to-1.
100%. Like, who cares?
I don't care.
Imagine if your partner also worked at your workplace and they're walking around in the background of your.
I mean, that would be a jump scare.
People like, oh hi, how you doing? You're like.
The thing is, if I was saying something at work, no one would know.
Well, I'd see them on the Zoom when they're coming downstairs.
No, I'll be like, that's another white man.
It's a different white man. It's a different, you thought that's a different white man. I know several white men. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Literally.
A good chunk of that will get cut. But yeah. Yeah, let's go to the next couple, because I think that was all we have to say. You're an idiot. That really did jump scare me, man. The last couple is Mons and Shay. Mons and Shay have been a couple for over 2 years, but their relationship is strained by trust issues. Mons... No worries.
Is it... Clean that up. It's not hot, but still.
Oh, it's fine. I feel like it didn't really spill that much.
No, it's not in there.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Why?
Yeah, I mean,
I would never say that.
No, I'll be like, don't worry. And I'll be like, what's that smell of fruity?
Blueberry.
Yeah, blueberry fruity smell. I'll read it out again. Oh, actually, while I'm here, I can do one more crunch. Crunching. Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Hi. Okay. Mons and Shay have been a couple for over 2 years, but their relationship is strained by trust issues. Mons seeks therapy to address Shay's repeated infidelities and mysterious absences, while Shay feels Mons depends too much on the relationship. Meanwhile, Mons struggles with anxiety and fear, feeling increasingly alone. Leave. This is the one I will say leave.
Repeated infidelity? What is left?
Mysterious absences, nothing. She's not around. This one
was so interesting to me watching these two, because I was like, what makes a relationship? Exclusivity.
Yeah.
And that you actually want to hang out with me. Mm-hmm. You don't want to do either one of those things.
Therefore.
But you guys have moved in together.
It's not a relationship. She was still chatting about the girl she's meeting to her boys. And you're not even part of the conversation.
You are not in a relationship.
No.
You are in a situationship.
With a roommate.
Yeah. That's it.
Done.
That's it. I really didn't like the girlie who was cheating, because she was actually way too casual, nonchalant for my liking. I didn't like that at all. Why are you at therapy? This is the thing as well. Why are you at therapy if you don't care about this person?
She was dragged.
Work.
But that being said, I don't even feel like Mons, she doesn't even give the impression that she's like strong to be like, let's go. I was so confused about who even decided to go.
Well, when you both auditioned to be on the show called Me Therapy, I mean...
Audition is the right word. When you both read your script and you go, end scene. and you both sound really believable. We feel like,
I did think Shay was really pretty, though.
Yeah, she's stunning. She was really stunning. But I just... Wait, no, are we talking about the same person? I think Mons is stunning.
I think Shay's actually really pretty.
As well. I mean...
Like, get past all the butch stuff.
Yeah.
That's a very pretty woman.
She is.
And a pretty man.
Yeah.
That's the duality.
Yeah. I just feel like majority of the couples, because there's nothing much to say, majority of the couples, I would have said leave. But I don't want to be too strict on my verdicts.
Yeah.
But if I was the therapist, I would say run for the hills. Whether that's the financial abuse or manipulation, whether there is the repeated infidelities, whether it's the just not caring.
Yeah, she seems deeply uninterested in Monza's issues. Feels very much like, hey, you've got to figure out your thing, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Like, you know, there are some things that are more about you than they are of your partner. But the infidelity and the leaving me alone for massive chunks of time is actually a you thing.
Yeah, true.
And actually I even think it's a we problem. Like, the infidelity is you. What's going on with you?
Yeah,
why is that something that you feel like you need to do? And then when she was like, oh, up until now I've only ever dated straight women. There's
a thrill you get out of like, oh, I'm gonna turn her. And also I didn't particularly like the way she positioned Mons as being like, oh, well, you have no friends.
Yeah.
You have no life. You have no, you know, you need me, but I actually don't want you.
It just felt, to me, it feels like she enjoys a conquest. Mons is a conquest that has overstayed its welcome. Like, why are you still here?
That is crazy. That is crazy to think about.
You don't want a partner.
No.
You said you want to go out, you want to be out with the boys doing it up. How is that conducive to a relationship? It's not, and this goes back to what I was talking about. We were talking about Love is Blind.
Yeah,
you guys don't want a partner. You don't want to build a life with someone. You want a person who is going to be available for you to come inside of. No, I know that is a very blunt and graphic way of putting it, but that is what you want.
No, it's true. So, I don't know.
When you're feeling lonely, someone, you could be like, hey, baby, I just love it, cuddle. And they come and they cuddle. Oh, cuddle, cuddle, cuddle. And as soon as you get hot, you're like, okay, go home.
It's done now. You can leave.
You can leave.
But it's also really sad. I mean, watching these shows, whether that's Blue Therapy, whether it's Love is Blind, whether, you know, Age of the Attraction, and Age of Attraction, it's just continues to highlight the problems we are seeing in modern dating, which we talk about at length. And then once you're in the relationship, like there's an issue of even getting into a relationship, and then once you're in it, it does highlight with the whole of Blue Therapy that you know, work is required when it comes to relationships. Communication is key, because I think communication was probably the major issue for almost every single one of these couples.
Every single one. A lot of these could have been an email.
Yeah, like, sorry, this has happened. Full stop. But why are we here in front of, what's her name? Doctor whatever. To tell her some issues.
Karen.
Yeah. Oh, ironic.
Yeah, they made a comment about that.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she made it sure, like, well, you feel uncomfortable because I'm white?
Yeah, but they're like, you'll never know what it's like to be a black man.
Yeah, I was like, as soon as she started crying, I was like, oh, this is, I don't need this moment. I don't need this moment at all.
I actually don't care.
Yeah. I think I was watching another show that I do love called Summer House, and in the episode, just very naturally, a conversation about like race came up, because there was a black woman on the show and she had dated a white guy from the house, and he broke up with her and was made it very clear in terms of the press and, you know, the gossip sites that he was definitely not interested in her, and she is stunning. And she was like, just her trying to even get into a relationship with him at the beginning caused so much racial hate and like issues from her side for her dating a white guy. And then there was two other black people on the table, and they, you know, end up having this conversation about like how difficult it is to almost like present yourself as perfect because you kind of have to when you're black. And I was like, okay, this conversation felt very like 2020 coded, BLM coded, but it actually was quite refreshing. When this Karen lady said, oh, is it because I'm white? I was like, I don't even want it to be a moment like this. I don't need it to be a George Floyd BLM moment, that you're white and he has to educate you on how to understand his pressures as a black man.
I will say, sorry to cut you off.
I kind of was wrapping up my point anyway.
There has been a lot of talk about this in the therapy space, in the sense of like, I'm very lucky my therapist is a Black woman.
Yeah.
I do not know if I would have continued with therapy for as long as I have if I didn't have a Black therapist, because when I say things about things that I'm doing, there are certain things that I can mention that don't require another half-hour conversation about why I would do that. Like, let's use the girlie in the show as an example who was talking about giving her mum money.
Yeah.
If I said that to my therapist, we wouldn't have to then spend 30 minutes about her being like, your parents are financially abusing you.
Yeah.
Because she just knows that's a cultural thing. Yeah. If I come to her and I say, I don't want to do that, then the conversation would become, oh, but you feel inclined to because of blah, blah. But I've never, like, those things are very easily understood. Yeah. And so you don't have to spend time talking around that thing. You can actually get to the heart of the matter, which is the way you feel. And I think sometimes what can be tricky when your therapist is very different from you, because they are just a person. Like, yes, they possess a lot of empathy, but that doesn't mean that they know what it's like to be every single person on the planet. Yeah. You can sometimes run into things where they do need to be a bit educated about what you're talking about. Like, imagine going to your therapist and explaining that you feel very you feel like the things you want don't matter because it's always just been your job to take care of your family, and they were like, why though? Yeah. And you're like, oh, because I'm the older sibling. It's like, yeah, but why? That's not really a thing. Yeah. You wouldn't want to do that.
That's hard. Yeah, that one would be. Yeah. So I think.
So I get why they tried to have that conversation. Yeah. It didn't move the needle in any way. I don't think it started a conversation about therapy and why it's good to talk to someone. Because in the end, I feel like they brought that up to go, no, you're such a good therapist. You can even help Black people. Wow.
But also, I was wondering in that scenario, because there was times when he was like, oh, I feel like I'm being targeted, or I'm like, I basically have two women against me in this particular situation. I can't remember the name of the guy.
Yeah, no, I remember this.
Yeah. But I always thought, what if the therapist was a Black woman? Would he feel like he was being extra gang?
Yes, of course. Yeah. I don't think he would have. And that's what's really interesting. She had not been a white woman, I don't think a lot of them would have taken this seriously.
Oh, no. And that's really sad. And
because, you've gone and got your sister and told her to put on a place and tell me I'm not shit. Every Black woman in my life is constantly telling me I'm not shit. Why can't one person listen to me and tell me I'm a good boy? Please, I just want someone to say good boy to me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And I get it. It's nice sometimes to hear good boy.
Yeah, but no, it's true. But don't
let that white lady tell you that then.
I'd be like, okay.
Let the white lady tell you that you're a good boy.
I'm sure they love that.
Let Massa tell you you're a good boy.
I'm done.
No, for real.
Yeah.
After I watched the show, though, I did text my work husband. Oh, imagine if I referred to him as my work husband after I told him not to.
Yeah, like, don't call me my work husband.
I did text my colleague and I was like, right, I've decided I'm going to turn over a new leaf.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a bit nicer to the boys. I feel like they go through it. Like, they're kind of like, I don't know, like they don't have jobs, they're lying to their wives. Like, do I need to add to that? I'm like, yeah, maybe I'm going to try and be a bit more patient. And that lasted about a week.
Yeah.
No, that being said, any men in the chat, DMs are open. But don't be boring.
Yeah. Keep it entertaining. Keep it fun.
Yeah.
And then express what your bank account... No.
Let me know what your statement is saying.
Just want to make sure they all...
What kind of car you... Don't tell me about what kind of car you drive, because I don't know anything about cars.
But actually... So tell us, just in case.
Okay, one of us might know about cars.
Yeah, exactly.
And also tell us, like, what your deepest fear is.
Yeah, that'd be really helpful.
Also, DMs are open if you want to speak to Dr. Marnie. No, it was Dr. Marn. Dr. Marn does have some availabilities, but...
I'm finished.
Time, schedule's quite tight, so get in there early if you want to be gently coached into killing your husband.
Wait, what?
Yes, that's where it was going. I'm joking.
Where? Question. Yes. What would you rate Blue Therapy?
I was entertained. I watched the whole thing.
in one go. It's very very quick,
I would
very
say
easy.
about a 3. It's not their fault that the people were crazy.
True.
Actually, would I say 3? Yeah, I would give it a 3 because they did the kind of editing that does make you want to watch the next episode, right? That ending right in the middle of
boom, boom.
Yeah, which is again helpful if it's scripted because you know where the boom booms are going to come. In real life, you don't always know where that's going to happen.
You're figuring that one out for yourself. I would give it.
I didn't love the outfit matching and the doing up like guys are going on the red carpet. In therapy is about you looking like shit. That's what it's about.
But this goes on TV and they're doing therapy in this beautiful
You've
home.
just told people that you was pretending to work for 2 months. Do you think the suit's going to change anything?
I think in his mind, it's like, yeah, I look good.
God, remember the guy from the original season?
Paul.
I have to go back and watch it now.
And honestly, Paul is what made that show.
He was scary.
Yeah. Absolutely wild.
I even paid to watch the final episode of Reunion or whatever it was. I paid. I said I need to give money to a black-owned business. You guys done your big one because I cannot believe this is real.
I know. I think he's like married to another woman. I think
he probably would be surprised if he's the producer of the show.
True. I think I'll rate it like a 2.5. I think they did a good job.
Is it because there wasn't enough white men on it?
I'm ignoring that comment. I think it's just because you're such an idiot. Like legit. I think I liked it. It was entertaining. I learned some bits. I think that it's hard.
What did you learn? Quickly.
Leave.
Work.
Yeah. Leave them all. Bar the couple that just needs to really spend a bit more time together. But communication is also very key. Like over communicate if required. And then I think it was an average show. I was entertained. I learned a bit. It's not my favorite thing I've watched on Netflix this year. I think that I'm keen to see if they get another series because it'd be great to see different couples and also do a bit of a recap on where the current couples are.
The reunion. Why not?
Yeah, well, exactly.
Okay, so you've given it 2.5, I'm giving it 3.
Yeah. So we'll have to see what we're going to review next.
Yes.
But before we wrap up, we want to share our condolences for Mel Schilling, who was one of the judges of Married at First Sight.
She's a judge?
One of the experts on Married at First Sight. She unfortunately passed away from cancer today. And so we just want to honour and send our thoughts and prayers to their family.
Yeah, Mel was actually a real joy on that show. And I can't even imagine maths without her. So thoughts and prayers and love and light and rest in peace, Mel.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, we'll be back with a new review next time. And this has been Scripts and Giggles with Shoshanna
and Marnie, and also Dr. Marn.
I'm so done. Yeah, I'll say Dr. Shoshanna.
I think she doesn't come back. Dr. Shoshanna was not a good doctor.
I thought I was giving some great advice of what. I'm trying to get you to answer the question.
I know, but the questions weren't leading enough. But we can work on that. I'll give you some tips.
Great. Thanks so much. Thanks, Doctor.
You're welcome.
All right.